Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis for big mega cap stocks. So show your support by hitting that thumbs up button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, and that means a lot to me. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, my analysis in 3 days of live trading, definitely check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Google stock, it's up 1.35%, and again, people that are actually day trading, a lot of money to be made here in this market, because look at this, guys. We talked about it last night. 130 is a big level, and look at the dip again today, getting a strong bounce off of that 130 and going back up to retest 5-day moving average right here, 133.33, and then coming back and now trading at 132.39, up on the day 1.35%. So 130 will be once again your line in the sand right here on Google, and below that, watch out for this gap, 127.74. To the upside, now Google needs to break right here, 133.33, and above that, watch out for a move up to 135 and then possibly up to even 136 and then 140. On Amazon stock, it's up 1.41%, and this was a fantastic trade today. And let me just share with you guys what happened here on Amazon today and how we actually got this dip right here on Amazon, and this thing exploded, went over 148. So here's that fantastic play on Amazon right here. You can see 9:33 a.m. getting Amazon calls 145, and guess what? Pretty much catching the bottom here on Amazon for the day, and this thing exploded. Got up to 148 plus, and this was definitely a money-making trade. Now trades like this one and many others are available on Patreon, and you can also support the channel, so check it out, guys. That link will be down below in the description, and today is only the 5th of this month, so you still have a whole month left to try out our Patreon, and definitely worth every penny. Now also, this is my X account, and I do post a lot of things right here, and that is totally free, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. So as you guys saw it, catching Amazon right here at 143.40, getting those 145 calls, and we actually sold right here around 146. And why? Because 146, that was a big resistance right here, and that is why I sold. And look at this thing, breaking above 146 and then going all the way up to 148.57, and now trading above 146, again holding 146 as a support. So on Amazon going into tomorrow, 146 and then 144, that would be a big level to watch on a pullback, and below that, watch out for a dump off all the way down to 140 and then 138. Above 146, watch out for a move up to 149 to 150, and that would be a new 52-week high on Amazon. As of right now, again, this thing recapturing 146. So Amazon can stay above 146. Definitely there is a little bit more upside, possibly up to 149 to 150. On AMD, it's down 0.16%, and again the magnetic support right here, 118 holding into closing, even though we saw a drop down to 116.45. Dip buyers, you can see these candles right here. They were ready to buy the dip on AMD and pushing the price higher above 118. So now on AMD, you need to watch 118 carefully, and below that, watch out for a move down to 115, 113, and then 110. AMD can stay above 118. Then watch out for the resistance right here, close to 120, 20-day moving average right here, and above that, you're going to see a quick trip all the way up to 121, 122, and then possibly a breakout above 122 will take AMD higher all the way up to 125. On Meta, it's down 0.5%, and now if you look at my screen, it's holding exactly 50-day moving average right here, 318 as a support, and just below that we have strong support at 316. So Meta holding also 316 on a pullback and going back up and holding 50-day moving average right here, 318. So this is gonna be your line in the sand right here on Meta, 318 and then 316. And if this thing gives up 316, you're going to see a drop down to 306 to 305 right here. Above 318, definitely you could see a move back up to 326 and then 330. On Apple stock, it's up 2%, and you can see again Apple gapping up from 190 and not even getting down to this gap exactly down here to 190 to fill this gap, and now trading at 193.42 and ran all the way up to 194.40, and looks like early as tomorrow we could see Apple going up and filling this gap at 195.28, and that's gonna be a big level to break here on Apple stock. Now on a pullback, you want to watch this gap as a support right here, 190, and below that 188, and then this gap down here 186. So far that is a breakout here on Apple right here above 190, and if this thing can push tomorrow, then definitely you're going to see Amazon filling this gap at 195.28, and then at a later date you could see a drop down to 190 to fill this gap, and then possibly come down and fill this gap as well right here, 186. On Netflix, it's up 0.28%, and again 450 holding as a support right here, and pretty much flat on the day. So 450, that's going to be a big level to watch, and below that you're going to see a dump off down to lower Bollinger Band down here close to 430 and then 418. If this thing can actually hold 450, the next stop, definitely watch for a move back up to retest rising 20-day moving average right here, 461.64, and then this gap above 464.60. On Nvidia stock, it's up 2.33%. Now a lot of people are throwing lots of charts out there saying that Nvidia will go down to 306, and I said it before also, I'm not gonna lie about it, but also I never said that we got a confirmation Nvidia will go down to 306. And how can we get that confirmation that this is going to be a big breakdown on Nvidia stock and this thing will actually go down to 306 to fill that massive gap? We do not have that confirmation right now because this thing, it's not trading below 400. Until you see Nvidia trading below 400, it's not going anywhere. So if you're shorting, definitely you gotta buy some time. And if you're buying the dip, you're pretty much buying at all-time highs, only down $55 from all-time highs, and you're picking up this dip right here at 450. Now day trading, this was amazing yesterday and even today. Now unfortunately, yesterday I picked up calls on Nvidia, and today I was waiting for 450 or under 450. And guess what? 452 was the dip right at opening, and that was it. This thing exploded, going all the way up to 466, and now trading at 465.66, up over 2%. So going into tomorrow, big level to watch on a pullback, 460, 450 to 39, 450. To the upside, Nvidia now needs to break right here, 467.50, 471, and then watch out for a move up to 482. On Microsoft, it's up 0.92%, and look at this dip buying again here on the stock from this previous all-time high that is acting as a big support right here yesterday and today off of 366. This thing going back up to 373 and now trading slightly above 372.39, holding rising 20-day moving average right here as a support, and also filling that gap on top today. So right here on Microsoft tomorrow, 366, that would be a big level to watch, and then 360, 357.54, 355. To the upside, Microsoft can hold right here, 372.39, then watch out for a move up to 375, and then possibly back up to 380. On Tesla stock, it's up 1.33%, and you can see lots of things happening here on Tesla, going up, down, all over the place, but also not getting that clear breakout above 241. Right here, low for the day, opening at 233, and this thing took off from this rising 20-day moving average right here 233 all the way up to 247 almost. And then we saw a rejection, a lot of selling here on Tesla, came back down and now trading below 241. So your line in the sand tomorrow on Tesla, 233, and if that gives up, you're going to see a dump off down to this gap, 225.40. To the upside, Tesla needs to break right here, 241, and above 241, this thing can run just like it did before, all the way up to 252, and that's going to be a big breakout for more upside above 252, for more upside up to possibly 262 or even higher up to this gap, 290 right here. That's going to be huge on that breakout above 252. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.